they know the truth, but they rejected it. So this is one part. The analogy, as Rasulullah ﷺ mentioned, they are like the Jews because they know it. The other people, those who relied upon their mind, then they went on astray, which is وَلَا الضَّالِّينَ. Dallin means what? Dallin means the first one, مَغْضُوبَ عَلَيْهِمْ, with intention, they disgraced it. They said that no, we reject it and we're going to go with our, this is مَغْضُوبَ عَلَيْهِمْ. The other ones are those who didn't reject, but actually they do not have the right way to follow. They said that, okay, we're going to see which path that we should go, and we say we are going to go with this path. This is wrong. Okay? You should always think about what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given and provided and accept it. Okay? So غير المغضوب عليهم means the Jews, ولا الضالين means the Nasara or the Christians, and in general, those who know the truth and they rejected it. So this is the tafsir of surah. After we finish the surah, always, it was reported by Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, whenever we have recite the surah, we should say Ameen, because it is a dua. And this is the Sahaba mentioned that we listened to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam after finishing this, said Ameen, يمد بها صوته, means that يمد بها صوته means that he make it long, prolonged Ameen, like this. Okay, that's for one thing. I want to end up with that there is one hadith that is narrated in Imam Muslim, Sahih Muslim, was narrated by Abu Hurairah, min hadith Abu Hurairah, which is a very famous hadith with this surah. He said that سمعت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول قسمت الصلاة بيني وبين عبدي, that I have divided this surah between me. As-salah here means Surah Al-Fatiha, between me and my slave. وَلِعَبْدِي مَا سَأَلَ, and for my servant or for my slave what he has asked me for. Whenever my slave said فَإِذَا قَالَ عَبْدِي الْحَمْدُ لِلَّهِ رَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ, when my slave say الْحَمْدُ لِلَّهِ رَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ, قال الله تعالى حمدني ربي حمدني عبدي, means that my slave has praised me. And when the slave said وَإِذَا قال الرحمن الرحيم قال الله تعالى أثنى علي عبدي, that my slave has given to me. أثنى means that he has given all the gratefulness to me. أثنى علي عبدي. And when he says إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين, he said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that مجدني عبدي, he glorified me. And when the abd says إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says هذا بيني وبين عبدي ولعبدي ما سأل, this is between me and my slave, and for my slave what he has asked. And when he said إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم to the end, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says لعبدي هذا لعبدي ولعبدي ما سأل, this is for my servant and to my servant what he has asked me. So this is the dialogue that takes place between you and Allah whenever you recite this surah. Any questions? Do you have any questions or anything? At the end you will find that this surah, as we said, the ulama, they said it gives to you all the things that you can find in the entire Mus'haf, the entire Quran. Okay? So if this 7 verses, it concludes, it gives to you the summary. This is why we should recite it every time. This is why it asks Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with all of His names, attributes, with the Tawheed al-Uluhiyyah and Rububiyyah, al-Ibadah, al-Isti'anah, and also asking Him for al-Hidayah, which we said Hidayah, Irshad wa Tawfiq. Hidayah here too, both of them, Irshad wa Tawfiq. And asking Him the right path every time. So that's very important for us, because we need, this is actually the main problem. This is the main problem that we're facing now. That our iman is decreasing and deteriorating. And the problem that we do not find the time, and we are not thinking about what really will matter later on. That's our main problems. So this is why we need a reminder. And subhanAllah, this is the uniqueness of Islam and the deen. That, for example, we are making salah, and we are not making salah every Sunday. as other non-Muslims, okay? Or, for example, one salah in one day. No, we are making salah 5 times a day, and every salah we are reciting this surah at least 2 or 3 times, for example, right? This means there is a reminder always to you, and you should work upon it. So from now on, whenever you recite this in the surah in the Quran, and this is a very good way for you, as we have memorized it, all of us memorize this, right? The problem is we do not understand it. That's the main problem, right? And this is, as I said many times, this is the style of our education in our countries. Even that we're Muslim countries, we are lacking on the quality. Always I'm stressing upon this. The way of our education, I mean in the religious education. Even though in the scientific education we know well what is the level, but I'm not talking about this. Because the religious education, it is supposedly to be our, we are Ummah al-Islam. They are not those people, not the Americans, not the Europeans. You are the people of Islam, right? So you should understand. So it is pity to find that the majority of the people, they do not know about the meanings of the Surah Al-Fatiha. This gives to you the indication of how much we are going into deterioration and declining. So try, whenever you recite this surah, try to put in your mind what is the meaning of every verse that we have put it here. And try to give it to your kids or your family or your wife and so on. Okay? That's very important.
In one hadith,
yes,
it was mentioned that if you recite, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive me for any wrong words, that if you recite Surah Fatiha in prayer, it is enough for you.
Yeah.
So it means that even if I don't recite any other surah in any rakah the whole day,
yes,
only Surah Fatiha I recite every rakah,
yes,
inshallah my salah will be accepted.
Yes, that's right. Your salah is, and this is why Abu Hurairah, he narrated a hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, which was narrated in Imam Muslim, Sahih Imam Muslim. أيما صلاة لم تقرأ فيها الفاتحة فهي خداج, means that any salah that hasn't been recited with al-Fatiha, khidaj means that naqisa, not perfect. So this salah, and a lot of ulama, they said that if you do not recite al-Fatiha, especially in salah sirriya, then it is not accepted. The salah is not accepted. Okay. So this is why it is a reminder, and at the same time, it is emphasis on its importance. Okay. Okay, that's the
Another question
yes,
related to the fiqh part,
yes,
because you also take fiqh questions as
yes,
well.
yeah.
So if Imam in the Jari Salah, Imam says Walad Tawalin, then he either say loudly Ameen or
Yeah.
silently Ameen.
Okay, yes.
So in every condition, the Muqtadi should say Ameen loudly.
Yes, actually, this is al-Rajah. Al-Rajah min aqwal al-ulama, the most right to say loudly Ameen. Other people, they say it not out loud, they just whispering it. It's okay. But al-Rajah, according to the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, as I have searched it before, that to out loud saying it. So al-Imam say it out loud and the followers saying it out loud. This is the right one based on authenticated hadith.
Because there is also evidence in the hadith as well, that any person, Muqtadi, if his and the Imam Ameen matches, because angels also say
angels,
Ameen,
yes.
so inshallah his sins will be forgiven.
Yes, this is a hadith actually. This one that you are saying, this is a hadith, that this Ameen, the malaika or the angels are going to say Ameen, and this inshallah will be accepted if it's sincere. But one thing that I want, yes, to mention about which one, إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. Yes, الصراط المستقيم, yes. I forgot to say about this, but it's very, very important. That in order to follow the Sirat Mustaqim, we need two conditions, which are very important, which is al-ikhlas wal-mutaba'ah. Al-ikhlas means that sincerity to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wal-mutaba'ah means that following Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, the way of Rasulullah. Okay? It's nothing else. So we should keep on this. Do you have any questions? Yes?
Yes, I have a question.
Yeah.
So in here, Allah has described two kind of people who go astray.
Yeah.
One who go with intention.
Intention, and the other
one
without
intention means they try to follow the right path but
Yeah.
go astray.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So for nowadays, I mean, in this time we have
Yes.
so many different opinions about even in Muslims. So if some person
Yes.
like Awam al-Nas, I'm not talking about alim.
Yes.
Okay, let's also talk about alims also.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
and then Awam al-Nas also.
Yes.
So if someone hears someone, for example, Professor, this is, okay, I will be very outspoken in this.
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
this
It's
way.
okay.
I hope everyone understands it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's okay.
But the thing is, if I hear scholar from one fiqh,
Mm-hmm.
when I hear him, I absolutely agree with him because of his references and his way of delivering
Yes,
things. And
yes.
then if I start hearing to another person,
Yes.
I would be convinced with him as well.
Yes.
So in this case, my niyyah is correct,
Mm-hmm.
but my actions sometimes vary from
From
person
one
to person. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
So in this case, what do you think?
So, al-haq, okay, here we're dealing with the right and the wrong. So,
I
yeah.
would extend my question, and
Yeah.
then there are some people who go astray to much greater extent. For example, there is Qadiani, Qadiani.
Mhm.
Yeah. So Mirzai.
वो तो मुसलमान है ही नहीं।
Yeah, yes.
Yeah,
But if there are some Qadianis who intentionally, I mean unintentionally,
Mhm.
he tries to be the best Muslim, but he goes astray. He also falls in this category.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yes.
the mind is provided by Allah,
Yes.
the aql, and then he is so much loyal to Allah,
Yes.
and
but-
with the intent, with the mind he has, he can only reach to this decision. What is his fault?
Yes. Yes, this is important question, and this is actually would raise to us another question, which is very important and relevant to this, which I've mentioned it before. If we said that the non-believers nowadays who are living in the world in general, if we say that, if you ask him about the right and wrong, he would say to you that I'm not harming anyone and I'm not doing anything bad to anyone. And yes, I heard about Islam and heard about Christianity and Judaism and Buddhism and so on, but it's okay for me, I'm living this. And some people, they are going to say, well, this person, he doesn't know about Islam at all. That he just heard about Islam, but he doesn't know that what Islam is all about. Okay? And what he knows from the media about Islam is actually for anyone would prevent him from joining Islam. So he has his own excuse for this case, and the people, they said that this person is excused. And as I said to you, the ulama, they have different opinion regarding this issue totally. The point is, this person who is saying this, again, something that is very important, we should always give thanks to Allah that we have been raised and born in Muslim countries. Okay? Because if you are, or I am, lived in France or United States or something like this, it might happen that I'm not here now. Maybe I'm in a nightclub right now, right? So the point is,
So we can.
yeah, the point is that we are blessed, 100% we are blessed. Okay? The point is, at some places, you can find the excuses. The ulama, they give some excuses to some people. Those who haven't the risala or let's say the message, haven't been conveyed to them. If we can say, for example, some tribes in the middle of Africa, for example, they didn't know about Islam or Quran or Rasul or Muslim or Islam. They didn't know anything about this. We can call them Ahlul Fatra. Ahlul Fatra. Between the Rasul, there was some period of time that might happen. The people in this period, they didn't receive any message, or the message was not covering them. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would deal with those people in the day of judgment. And according to the ulama, some ulama, they said that they are going to be tested in the day of judgment, or Allah will be merciful with them and granted them Jannah, with different opinions. But we are talking about those people. Now, the point is, the people would say to you that even the non-believers, they have a deteriorated and bad picture about Islam. How we should say that those people are going to be casted in the hellfire? The point is, here I say that I claim, and I challenge this point, that this claim is not right. This claim is not right at all. Means what? This person, if he is having the ability to live, to drink, to eat, to have a family and kids, and to have understanding about how career that he should pursue, and what is the target in his life that he should do, and so on, he should have thought about what is the right path for the hereafter. That's very important. Some people, they think that because, as I said to you, we are looking to the problems from the Western level or the Western perspective. So now, if I'm talking about this, if I bring the word hereafter in the context, you will say hereafter for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Other people would say, the non-believers or the Western culture in general, they would say that we are living in dunya. Talk about dunya. Do not talk about akhirah. Actually, this is not right. Not right at all. The person from day one, if he is obliged to be, or he is a kind of matured man or matured woman, he is supposedly to think about this. He should think about as if because he knows that he wants to marry, he wants to have kids, he wants to eat, he wants to drink. The same. He should think about who created me. What is the ultimate goal of this life? All people are going to die, after death, what I'm going to do. These kind of questions are so profound and should be asked for the person should ask himself with this. And it is not excuse at all to say that they were trying to find the right way and they went astray. If he put every way possible to find the right path and he failed, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would give to him what he really deserved. Because we have a lot of scholars. Those scholars actually, they have some mistakes. Or some of them, they went astray. If he has the evidences, and he sincerely was searching for the truth, and he, based on his mind and so on, he went astray, but he did everything possible, then in this case, he is a mujtahid. We are going to call this is a mujtahid, and he will be rewarded for this. And the other person, another alim who did it, and got the right ultimate goal, which is the right answer for one problem or something, then he's going to have two rewards. The point is, those who are not following the right path, and they are saying that, well, this is not right. That now we'll find even in the Muslim countries, some people, they are saying that we are not going to believe in the Sunnah of Rasulullah. We are going to believe in Quran only. That's it. So we said that no, we have evidences in the Quran that you should always have the Sunnah with the Quran. We say to you, no, only Quran. Do not talk about the Prophet style of living and how he did and how he lived and walked, and so don't speak about this. Now we say with 100% sure those people, they are astray because the evidences are so true. And here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made the Quran to be very clear for anyone who wants to read and understand. He can read and understand. The last thing is for the followers. That some people, they do not understand Arabic and they do not understand anything if they open the Quran. How we are going to judge them or something like this. Actually here, that's the point. That's the point. If we look to those people, then all the people who are non-Arab and they do not speak Arabic and they do not understand Arabic and they lived in non-Muslim country, if they entered Islam, there is no difference between them and the non-believers who are staying in US right now. They are the same. Because by this, you're going to say, this person, he had made an effort, and he found the right path, and this person, he made also another effort, but he didn't find the path. This is not right. This is not right. We cannot say this. You should think about the right, and after that, study it and understand, and then if you found that your mind, and of course, as we said, tawfiq from Allah. That nobody in this world could say that I am Muslim because I want to be Muslim. No, this is, as I said, tawfiq from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, 100% sure. So, those people who are plunged with their entertainment and the dunya only, then okay, dunya will end at one day. And they will realize that all what they have lived before, it was just a dream. And started the real life from now on. Now we are talking about this kind of issue. And I want to mention about something which is important for fiqh in general. Whenever we have different opinions from the ulama, we have two things that you should always think about whenever you ask or search for something about fiqh. First of all, because you do not know the evidences whether that this fiqh problem should be right or left. then what you are doing is you should not read, you should not go in detail. No, you are not going to be or to do